Babs is back.
Yes, yes, yes. As we saw, Babs is back. What is going on, guys? We are going to do a talk-through. I don't think I've done a talk-through in some time now, but it seems like the course that keeps popping up is Oakmont. So, forgot where Oakmont was. Let's see. This one? Yep. Okay. So we're going to do a little talk through of Oakmont on this unlimited. I think it's unlimited. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We'll see. All right, here we go. So we got a pretty decent little right to left wind. It kind of suits the slope of the green. This is your typical pin that you might get. Oftentimes you might get the back pin, but in all intents and purposes, this green slopes right to left, as you can see from the blue and the red. So all that good stuff is basically like so. Blue is uphill, so this is kind of sloped in a horseshoe fashion, like so. And then everything drifts downward this way. If you have a left to right wind, the worst place to be is up here. Then you have to, probably have an 8-foot down 5-inch putt, and you could end up squirreling way over here. So try and keep yourself out of trouble. If you can, stay in line with the flag. If not, to the left of the flag is the best case scenario in this situation. So let's pull out our goodies here. 157 down 35, 10, looking like about 2 grids of aim. About 2 grids of aim, somewhere in that ballpark. And we'll get this party started right quick like. About 97, 98%. Got beats. And there we go. So landed a little to the right of the flag. The green took it to the left, because that's where the wind is blowing. So as I've always said, the ball tends to spin in the direction the wind is blowing, so use that to your advantage. Alright, so hole number 2. Best bet, just keep it in the fairway. With this wind, we're most likely going to have to hit a punch or a topspin 60 wedge. And that is because this pin is designed like a trough. And what I mean by trough is that when we take this picture, blah, 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 yep. So this is high side above the hole, and then it comes down like this and comes down like this. But this is all high side. All of this filters downward. Red is downhill. So this filters downward like a trough, where it just kind of squirrely down the middle, and this is all downhill. So if you come up too short, you could very well hit this yellow part and then kick forward above the hole if you come up too short. So typically we want to play topspin shots or punch shots, and in this case we're just looking at maybe half a grid of aim. We could hit a punch 75 wedge, or we could just hit a flat 75 wedge. I think we're going to go with flat, maybe a little top just to be safe, and put it at the hole or above the hole if possible, is the game plan here. So we'll see, we'll watch our landing point. Our landing is 60, and because I landed it on the flat portion of the green and not the lower portion, the downhill portion, the ball sits. The 11% top spin didn't do a whole lot, but the fact that this is flatter than this area is which allows me to do that. So if you're picking a landing spot, pick this spot out here behind the flag rather than something lower, especially on 13 greens, because you do anything on 13 greens below this flag, chances are you're pretty much going to roll back down the hill, and that's not what we want. So just going to ram this putt in. All right, hole number 3. So What we're looking for in this hole, or what we're thinking about in this hole, is not to go long or left. Long or left is bad. Long being that you could roll off the back of the green and basically end up in the fringe down here, or it's just a downhill putt. But left is a very inconsistent putt. So short and right, all those numbers, those are all good options as opposed to long or left. So luckily we have a little bit of a right to left wind here, so we can just put this about 149 yards. Get beats. And preferably not go in. Hold on. But before I make this putt, so this, see, is a hill, and then once you get past the hill, it's down 7 inches. So anytime you go long and you get past this point, you could very well roll off the hill. And that's not what we want to do. So keep that in mind. But otherwise, good shot. So good start, good shot. Here we go. All right, number 5. Headwind, usually hit a full backspin shot. Tailwinds, you can get away with a punch driver just to be safe so that you don't go too long. Lower flying shot shouldn't get you too far if you hit a punch driver and tailwinds. Severe tailwinds, yeah, you could definitely maybe tone it back on the punch driver, but all in all, you can still play it fairly safe. So the idea here is to land it a little high and let it roll back down towards the hole. That's my game plan with this shot. So let's see if we can make it happen. Got beats. Again, we're trying to land it above the hole like so, and then let it roll back down towards the hole this way, because that's the direction the wind is blowing. So I don't want to land, you know, particularly, how can I do this and show you? Let's put blue. I don't want to land at the hole and then have the ball come this way and have a 6-foot putt up. I want to land the ball 5 feet above the hole and let it roll back towards the hole. That's the game plan when you're looking at this wind and you're looking at the slope of the green is all moving this way in this manner. So just because you got a good number and aim for the flag doesn't mean that's the proper aim. You have to use the slope to your advantage. And so that's why I landed it above the hole and not at the hole. A little tap in. Here we go. 201 minus 16. All right, so we got a really good win here. And the idea is to aim for the middle of the fairway. As you can see, I'm looking pretty here and I'm comparing it to the mini map. So you have to understand that you also have downhill 30 feet, which means the ball is going to carry a lot more than expected. If you have a right to left wind here, you ought to be careful because you could very well end up in the bunkers on the side there. So we're just going to play it safe, put it in the middle of the fairway. Got ourselves a decent shot, and we are in business. So now we're looking at this shot. We want to make sure we give ourselves enough room to roll up if necessary. I'm kind of wanting to play a 3-iron instead of a 3-wood just because I want the ball to kick up rather than catch and release. Because if I dumb down a 3-wood, it'll roll off the green, and I want to try and avoid that. See, so we got the kick, but you know, it's tough. The other hole is definitely a little bit easier, but in this case, we can just go ahead and try and see if we can't make a hole out eagle here and move on. So let's give it a shot. Got the misting. No problem. That's fine. Yeah, see, landing here on 13 greens, it's tough to hold the green, so it's a fine line, but nonetheless, got our birdie. Moving on. Here we go. So So we got a pretty decent tailwind here. The thing to keep in mind with this hole is it does slope right to left. So if you have a right to left wind, you can land it off the top of this green area and it'll feed back towards the hole. In this case, it looks like I think we're going to diddle with a full 5-iron, see if we can't land it a little long and spin her back. So let's see if we can execute. Here we go. Got the ding. Landed a little long. Actually landed at the hole, but that's not bad. Either way, looking at a fairly consistent uphill putt. Yep, see, dots are moving consistently, just the end is a little slower than the beginning, so take that into consideration. Got our dot count there at 6.3 seconds, aim of 9, so our first aim would be 48%. That looks a little low, so we're gonna have it just about top side. Misting late, got the misting. There we go. All right, so here we're on number 7. We got a decent little right to left wind. Nothing too crazy. Again, the idea behind this hole is we don't want to go long. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a terribly difficult wind, but I want to be somewhere below the flag to the right of the flag, but we definitely don't want to go long. So let's keep it low. Got heartbeats. There we go. Perfect. Right there, works out just fine. No danger, straight putt. Oh, mouse is acting up. And we're good to go. Hole number 8. So you got to be careful. So in this wind angle, it looks like a tailwind, but in this angle, this is the camera I use the most. This is a headwind. So be sure to check your wind angles before you hit. And we're right on the money. See, if I would have played a tailwind, I would have hit 93, 94% and came up 5-6 yards short. So make sure that you check your wind angles before you come into this hole. That'll give you the best chance of success. There we go. Hole number 9, most people's favorite hole. You gotta love it. So this wind, not crazy about, so we need to make sure that we under aim slightly. Some people take off 2 yards, some people take off 4 yards. But we wanna make sure that we don't go, I'm gonna take a screenshot. The green is uphill, right behind the flag, as most people know. And then there's a trough. So that's kind of the edge of the trough, and it falls off to the right, like so, and then it falls downward in this manner. So if you're above that blue line, you are in trouble right in this area right here. That is a very bad place to be. So at all possibility, stay below the flag and don't go on top of that shell. So here we're just looking to under aim slightly, because again, we don't want to go too far to the right. That's also a bad place to be. And we want to stay below the hole. Got the misting. Not bad, not bad. So it's to the right, but it's not high above the right. See, any higher than this, and it would be a treacherous putt. In this case, these dots are moving pretty consistent. Obviously, the last 2 dots are moving the fastest, but I'm not paying attention to those. I'm paying attention to the dots that look like the average. And that's where I get my aim from. See, the beginning of the putt is gonna start the angle. The end is gonna pull it back. And there we go. So that was Oakmont front 9, unlimited. And we got ourselves in a pretty good position there. So, yeah, good round. Good shooting, good scoring, got some good putts. And all in all, hope you guys enjoyed this little talk-through of Oakmont. When I get a chance, I will go ahead and do the back 9, and I will put that on for you guys. So, appreciate y'all hanging out, and I will see y'all soon, all right? Take care. See y'all.